BBC Radio Wales, good afternoon to you. Thank you very much indeed for joining us here on the phone in with me, Jason Mohammad. Children in Wales say their school dinners are not filling them up. Now there are calls for portion sizes to be reviewed. What do your children and grandchildren think about theirs? And also your reaction, please, to what we heard in the news and also earlier today, that when they ask for extra fruit, if they're a little hungry, they're told they can't have any. Call me, WhatsApp me, 03700 100 110, 810 12 is the text. Lisa Fearn joins us. Hello, Lisa. Good afternoon to you.
Hi, Jason.
Very good to have you. As a chef, what do you make of this story?
Well, it's interesting, isn't it? You can view it from a lot of different angles, really. I mean, one, are the kids actually eating the food that they're given, or are they being a little bit fussy and leaving all the bits that they don't like behind? Secondly, are we giving everybody the same size portion? And obviously, just like us adults, you know, some have bigger appetites than others, use more energy during the day than others. And, is it a cost issue, or is it a sort of just sticking to the rules issue?
Yeah. And as someone who teaches children to cook, what are children telling you that they like to eat these days? Are they fussy eaters?
They love making sweet things, obviously. Cakes, biscuits, pies, cookies, those sort of things are always a hit because they like sticky icing and they like sprinkles. But they also do like getting their hands dirty and they like being responsible for creating food, actual food. So they love making pasta. They love making bread and bread rolls and breadsticks. They love curries. I'm always being asked for curries. They like things like wedges. And I think they like a bit of spice, you know. So whenever we make wedges, they always want to be, there could be sweet potato or just normal potato wedges. They like putting on some paprika, some Cajun, some pepper. They really do like some spicy things. And I think they just like to feel a pride and a responsibility for having made a meal that their family can eat. So I think they're open to all sorts.
Because we don't want this, do we? We want successful children. We want our children to be in classrooms, happy, in the afternoon, being able to concentrate. But the one thing we know, and I know this myself, Lisa, if I get, especially now the phone in is 12 till 2, you get a bit hungry and you're thinking, goodness me, I can't wait for my lunch. Your concentration levels dip if you're hungry.
Oh, yeah, definitely. And I think that the solution to that is they need energy. They need food that releases energy slowly into their systems. They need food that fills them up. And I think we're talking carbs. I mean, there's been too much emphasis. We always need to focus on healthy eating, but not an emphasis on calories and, what makes you fat. Active kids need energy, and that comes in the form of carbs generally. They need pasta. They also need protein. They need, the eggs, the meat if they eat meat. If not, they need the hummus and the beans and, the leafy greens that give them protein. But they need a balanced diet. And, that isn't the same for everybody. Also, if it's a matter of budget as well as filling them up, whole foods, whole grains, rather than giving them white rice and white pasta, maybe resort to brown rice and brown pasta because that actually stays in the system much longer and fills them up for longer. Fruit is healthy, fruit is wonderful, but you probably know as well as I do, you eat an apple, it actually makes me feel more hungry. So that at the end of the meal is healthy, yes, but if they're hungry, maybe they just need just a sandwich on top of what is deemed to be a regular portion at lunchtime if they're really that active and that hungry. What
are your memories, Lisa, of school dinners back in the day?
Oh, it's a long time ago, Jason. I don't even remember. Semolina and rice pudding with jam in the middle is all I remember. But, my kids are a bit older now, and I don't recall them coming back from school hungry. I do recall them coming back from school hungry, but they never complained, put it that way, that they hadn't had enough food. But, and I'd be interested to know what age children have been interviewed, because obviously I don't think a 3-4-year-old would seriously know what they, that they need more. That is unless they've left a lot behind. But I can imagine year 5 and 6 definitely need a good portion size.
Well, I blame my primary school in Cardiff for my now infatuation with sponge pudding.
Oh, really?
They started that.
It must have been a good one then.
It was a good one. It was good. It was very good.
Sprinkles on top.
Yes, absolutely. And custard every time. Yes. Hot custard. Yeah. Lisa, diolch o galon, thank you so much for joining us. That's Lisa Fearn, mum of older children, but now, as she says, turned her passion to cooking and teaching children. Right, let's go to Wyn in Pontypridd. Afternoon, Wyn, how are you?